Hey friends, Sheree here from Sheree's Alchemy. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here today to share the next round of makes from my fall and winter 2021-2022 plans. Today is woven tops, so if you want to see what I got made, stay tuned.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut, I put that on God when it gets hard.
Okay friends, I have 4 woven tops to share with you all, using 2 different patterns. So let's just jump right into it. I had some other patterns and fabrics as a part of my plans videos, but to be honest, as I thought through them, I ended up making all those extra dresses, which we'll recap that. Dresses are coming up soon. But anyway, I made a bunch of dresses that I hadn't planned to make. And then as I was evaluating things, it's like I only need so many tops for Zoom meetings because those dresses actually work quite well. And so some of the tops, I am going to save those as spring transition. So you'll see those coming up soon. Yeah, I wanted to use some brighter fabrics and some lighter fabrics with those patterns also. So yeah, they'll be moved into spring. I showed you the knit tops, 13 knit tops. Now I have 4 woven tops to get through. What's that? 13 plus 4, that's 17 new tops. That's plenty of tops for fall and winter. Not including the tops that I made as a part of loungewear also. All right, friends, so let's get into the first pattern. So the first blouse that I made, I used this pattern, Butterick 6855. Love it. It was my first time using this pattern. And I'm so glad that I used this pattern with this particular fabric. I was thinking about using a different pattern with the fabric, but you know how I am when I have these like larger prints, especially if they're like kind of laid out geometrically or like in a very orderly pattern, or if they're like a large floral or something, I don't like cutting into them too much. It breaks it up, and then you have all this piecing and seaming, and to me, it just kind of ruins the fabric. There's a little pleated placket at the front as the neckline comes into a V, but that doesn't disturb the pattern too much. And same thing with the, it's a 2-piece back, because you gather a little bit at the back, you gather the shoulders, but it's so softly done that again, it doesn't like visually break up the pattern so much where your eye is like, you know, like, whoa, what happened? So really great fabric to use. Definitely will be making this again. I cut view A because that's all I had enough fabric for. I really wanted to do view B, but like I said, I didn't have enough yardage to get that wider sleeve onto the pattern twice. And so yeah, but I definitely want to make this again. I definitely want to make view B. Love that sleeve length. I like view C also with the little blanket detailing on the cuff, but really like view B. I've said it many times. That's just a really practical sleeve length for me with all the things that I do, you know, packaging things up, you know, getting orders ready for the business, cooking, gardening, doing all the things. I like to have, you know, my lower part of my wrist kind of free so that blousing isn't getting into things and getting in my way. So anyway, definitely want to make view B. Very happy with view A. I should say I cut the size extra large, and also because I did want the sleeve to be a little bit longer. So since I couldn't get the full length of B in there, I decided to just, instead of just hemming view A where it was, you know, designated, I made it a little bit longer. So you'll see it kind of actually covers my elbow, but it's a little bit wider also, so that I can still bend my elbow and, you know, have it be comfortable. So that's just a modification that I made for I wanted it to be long as possible to keep me as warm as possible. So that's why I did that. I definitely want to make view A again with the shorter sleeve length, and I definitely want to make view B for sure. Love them both. That is Butterick 6855. Let's move on to the second final pattern, and I'll show you the 3 versions that I made one of which I'm wearing. So here we are. This is Butterick 6378. This pattern has been on my to sew list for a couple of years. And I actually had cut the pattern pieces out at some point. I may have even pinned it to a fabric and changed my mind about that fabric. And I'm so glad I finally sewed this up. I don't know why I waited so long to sew this pattern. Love it. And we'll actually make all the views for spring probably. I mean, I love this pattern. Again, it has the little detailing here with the gathers, beautifully inset sleeve. It has the elastic at the wrist to keep it like really practical. I love the sleeve lengths that are used. I love the different tie versions. I really wanted to do view B with the longer tie. That was initially the one that drew me to the pattern. And so I made that one twice. You'll see here, you'll recognize this dark floral pattern. This was one I showed you all in one of my hauls. I mentioned to you guys that I bought it because I wanted to make a dress. Then when I got home, I'm like, kind of also want a blouse. I did end up going back to Joann's getting more fabric, so I had enough to make a dress and a blouse. You'll see the dress later. Here's the blouse. And love this thing. Love the collar so much. Love the fit. Just love everything about it. The collar here with the tie is like an all-in-one facing collar tie situation. So not a lot of pattern pieces. You had your sleeve, you had your bodice front cut in the fold. Cut your sleeves twice, and then you cut this tie. And yeah, love it. So happy that I finally used this pattern. So you'll see me here wearing it, like I said, in the dark floral. The next one I'll show you is actually a gorgeous 100% silk Georgette that I got while I was still living in Michigan from one of my favorite fabric stores of all time, Haberman Fabrics, down in Royal Oak, Michigan. My friend, my neighbor, dear friend, when I lived in upstate New York, actually, is the person who told me about Haberman's, because she was from Royal Oak, Michigan. And she did it more upholstery sewing, not so much apparel sewing. She's actually one of the people who got me into like home decor sewing, because she was always sewing stuff for her house, not clothes and stuff. And she would have these incredibly gorgeous fabrics. I'm like, where on earth are you getting these fabrics? And she would say, and when she would go back to Michigan, she would get the fabric. And they just carry, I think they definitely still exist. I think they may have renamed themselves though. And I think they may have changed locations. But boy, gorgeous fabrics. And the silk, bright colors on this dark black background. You know, it came like a lot of silk Georgettes. It was only 44 inches wide. And I had gotten enough of it. I think I had gotten 5 yards maybe, because I was able to cut out this blouse, and then I have a chunk of it left. Almost 2 yards, I think, maybe 1.5 yards. And I think I'm gonna use that bit to make some kind of tank top, Ogden candy, something that I can layer in the summer, because I love this fabric so much. Anyway, love the feel of this. It's lightweight, it's, I think, beautiful, kind of modern, such a unique print. And, you know, it's silk, feels great. I love it. And then this final one that I'm going to share with you all is the one that I'm wearing. And I should say now, I actually forgot, there is a front facing piece also. So still, what is that, 6 pieces, 5 pieces? Not a lot of pattern pieces to cut. Came together very quickly. This one is actually my favorite, mainly because of the colors and the patterns, because you guys know I'm not a fan of animal prints. I love this pattern so, so much. And again, this is view B. Again, I'm wearing it. I'm loving it. I love these colors. This like orange color with the pink and the blue and the black. Just what a stunning color combination, right? I actually have some pants, almost this blue. I gotta try that to see how that works. But yeah, I have some pink pants that maybe I'll style that with and show you guys. And then of course the classic black. Maybe I need some orange pants in my life. that would be. But anyway, I love this top. I love all 4 of these tops. I'm definitely going to make version C. I want to try that out with the elastic around the hip area. And then I'm going to make version D. Probably won't do the high-low thing. I'm not into that. I'll probably just make it, you know, the same length in the back as it is in the front. I have some 100% cotton striped woven fabric. I think would be really cute in this style also. Yeah, so I like it really in these drapey fabrics, but I want to give it a try also in like a cotton, a little bit more stable cotton, see how that turns out. And then I have plenty of rayon chalets, cotton voiles that I could use to make more of these for spring, spring and summer. You will definitely see this pattern again. I have 2 more patterns to add to the stack of patterns that I definitely want to try again. I always love when I get a pattern where I can envision myself making it multiple times. It's just a great use of the pattern, and you know, I don't have to worry about wondering if it's going to fit or if I'm going to like it. I already know. I'm gonna make it again. And so, all right, so now let's cut to the video portion so you can see me wearing all this, and then I'll be back for a quick closing.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut, I put that on guard when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with the negativity, with that broke mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, catch a break, better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a cut, put that on cut when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that. Jump off my back, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. 'Cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey.
All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about these 4 new tops that I've added to my handmade wardrobe. Let me know if you've made any of these patterns before. I would love to hear. Let me know if you're gonna add these to your to mix list. You should be able to find these, you know, at places like Joann's and Hobby Lobby, because they should not be. They are not out of print patterns. So yeah, I think they shouldn't be hard to find. I'll put links in. They might be affiliate links if I can find them to help anyone out who is interested. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you back here again soon.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window.